Where do humans' intrinsic hatred for cages come from? We can sit here and think for a while, but the two things that probably pop into the forefront of your brain are that it restricts freedom of its victim and encloses the victim physically. But you could say the same thing about your mother's womb. And there's some humor into thinking that you are a victim somehow of being birthed from your mother's womb. But the dynamic between a cage and your mother's womb fascinates me. And I feel like there's some truth between both of those dynamics. And I think you can help me get there. So I want you to help me reach into the crevices of our brains and think about those two dynamics. We can scheme, think, and ponder, but I just said the same thing 3 different times. I mean, it's just an honest mistake. Humans always overthink things. But when we overthink, I think that means it's time for a perspective change. So instead of thinking about the cage, why don't we step inside the cage? What defines the essence of a cage? Is it these long, cold steel pillars that stretch up from the bottom and reach all the way to the top? Is it because these long steel pillars are tough and sturdy, too sturdy to the point where if I tried to break these pillars, it would break my puny, fragile human body? But what if I turned these long steel pillars into pink, fluffy carpets? I would still intrinsically hate this cage. Is it because physically my body is trapped in an enclosed area with nowhere to stretch its body? Is it because cages go against the very essence of what humans crave so dearly? Freedom. But wait, right there, don't you see it? It's a thought. Do cages allow us to visualize and see thoughts? Let's look at it. We can see its shape, define it, where its direction, what encapsulates it, where it wants to go. But we forgot one singular detail. Oops, I just said it right now. It's a singular thought. We can see that the action of bringing myself into the cage makes a thought appear, where I, the one in charge of this cage, am the warden. I make thoughts appear into the cage, but wait, I don't know how to make thoughts leave. I can contemplate thoughts, rationalize them, and see them for what they are, and then I can contemplate if I want to keep them or if I want to let them go. But does that mean if I don't contemplate and rationalize these thoughts, then they will never disappear? But wait, again, if I bring myself into the cage and that brings ideas, then does that mean that anything else that comes into the cage also brings ideas? Next, I want to read you guys something because it would be way too long for me to memorize. And also, it's 10 degrees out here and I'm freezing my ass off and I kind of gave up a long time ago. So here we go. Wait, this isn't what I wanted. I thought I was a warden, but I'm a mere prisoner in this cage. I am a monkey destined to be forever entertained by what is in our cage. Burn social media to the ground. It is evil. No, I'm not here to tell you that social media is evil or that it corrupts the mind. I do not want to fearmonger for the sake of some internet validation that in turn would make you see the world through a distorted lens, and that in turn that lens would make you seek people who made you see the world in this lens. Nor do I want to sell you optimism on how the internet connects the world and can bring peace and harmony if we just work hard, brothers. Those people are what I call grifters. Or maybe I'm the most griftiest of all grifters, because I want to tell you both those things. That's all I wanted to say. That these cages are mere tools and they aren't positive or negative. They're just things that the universe has bestowed upon us. They can enhance or suppress depending on our goals. They allow us to see thoughts and connect them with other thoughts to create bigger thoughts. Sometimes when there are too many negative thoughts, they can overwhelm us. When there are innovative thoughts, we can combine them to make more innovative thoughts. When there are positive thoughts, we can spare some of these thoughts for other monkeys in their cage. But too many people live their lives and do not realize they are in a cage. Realize when you're in a cage. Understand the cage. Learn the cage. And appreciate the cage. Thank you.